Hey YouTube, this is Mike with Slingman and Boat Fishing. I just want to go over my 2019 1880 AVX Vexus. I just want to share a few things with you about this rig. It has a 2019 Mercury Pro XX 115 on the end. It's pushing this joker about, we'll say about 53 to 54 miles per hour. I have a couple 15-foot talons that hold me down in place. I have some electronics on here, a couple of 9-inch screens on the console. Also, I have a hot foot down there, and also have the trim gauges on here for the motor. And actually, you can see that 6-inch jack plate back there also. Up here, where I do mainly most of my fishing with, as you see, I have a couple of Sidekick side-by-side chairs. Also, a couple of 10-inch Garmin graphs. I use these for forward view, live, my Garmin Live Scope, forward view, and Garmin Panoptics view. I have it running at the same time. Here is the LVS 32 and the 34, which is connected to my ride height, which is also mounted on my Minn Kota 80-pound thrust trolling motor. I have plenty of room, storage room on this boat. Here I have a couple of items here for storage that's in here. In the middle here is my rod box, which I house all my rods. I don't have any fancy rods, just some good old dependable rods and reels in there. Back here is my storage of life jackets. What's real cool about this is, once again, it's plenty room back here. Plenty room, plenty storage room on these boats. This live well is pretty big compared to my old live well that I had on my old boat. It has basically, well, I'm not sure how many gallons this thing is, but it's pretty big, and I really enjoy it. Has a circulating pump in there, the whole 9 yards. My fish, I keep the fish alive throughout my whole fishing trip. Here's some more storage. It's basically used for my dry goods. I try not to put any water in that one, although there is a drain plug for it, but that's basically where my snacks go. Here's another storage that's on the boat. Another storage here that's on the boat. Most important thing on the boat right there is that, well, one of the most important things. Here's some more storage right here that I basically have my tackle, some. But that's a quick overview. I have two 9-inch screens on the console. One is used for mapping, and the other one actually used the sonar. What's cool about this way I have this set up, I'm not using two transducers, I'm using one. So one is for mapping, and the other one is for the sonar. But what's excellent about this is I can hit sonar, and they're both using the same transducer, and I can go to side view, and that's just for the left side. I can hit side view, and that's just for the right side. Now, like I said before, it's just using one transducer. I did not have to run another transducer back there, and I love that, because the less amount of equipment on the boat, actually the less amount of wires, to me, the less amount of interference you might have. So I can also, these also network together up there with my two 10-inch screens, and I can actually see my Panoptics as well. So let me go back right quick. Just here's my forward view, although it's pointing down right now because of the direction of the transducer. And I can go to this one and hit perspective. So it doesn't get no better than that. But basically, I'm not going to be worried about it back here. I'm just using these for mapping and the sonar. But up here is where all the magic happens. Excuse my fingers. So turn them on. The only thing I have to do is press one button and both of them come on. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but I'm pretty sure it's because I have it networked together. So actually I have those two screens, the 2-inch, 9-inch screens going into the GLS-10, and then these are going, one is going into the GSL-10, and the other one is just going into the other. It's networked that way, and of course you have the two black boxes that's going into the GLS-10. So that's basically your 5 pieces of equipment that's going into those boxes. But you were thinking it's 6, but it's really just 5 because this box is going into this box. So you got 2 network ports on the back of these boxes. So, but what's, like I said before, I'm using one for forward view and the other one is for perspective mode, and I'm good to go. It works out great for me. It really works out excellent. This 9-inch screen was once flush mounted up there on the bow. So I set 2 10-inch screens up there and moved the 9-inch screen back here and put it there. And what a world of difference. So if you're a do-it-yourself person like I am, it's very, very easy. This mount that I have here came from Bass Pro Shop. I have bought some metal from Home Depot, traced it out from the old plate and cut it and flush mount it, put it in there. The same with the up front. As you see, I have my 2 units connected to a ball mount, which is connected to this plate. Now, this plate I cut out with my wheel saw, and it did pretty good. I made my little fish finder holders with some angle iron, and as you can see, there's some bolts running from top to bottom, just connecting the unit together. As you see, there's the screws and bolts in there that's holding the 2 grafts to this angle iron, which is mounted to the ball mount. I really enjoy this setup. I really like it. I wasn't trying to spend $500 or $600 or $300 for a dual graft mount when you can make these things on your own for about $45 or $50, and there's no difference whatsoever. I mean, none. The only difference is you're saving money and you can put that money towards something else. Now, I did not make my dual graft mount back here. I did purchase that from Bass Pro Shop for $99. And of course, I'm not sponsored by Garmin. I'm not sponsored by Bass Pro Shop. I'm not sponsored by Ride Height. I'm not sponsored by the place where I bought the little angle iron, Lowe's, or anything else, or even the place where I bought the screws and that sheet metal. But yeah, I'm really, really loving this setup, and I really, really do love my boat. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you at all. 2 weeks after I purchased this Vexus, I had buyer's remorse. And the reason why I had buyer's remorse is I should have purchased the 1980, which has a 150 Mercury on the back and tandem axle. And I believe it's a foot longer than what this 1880 is. So yeah, a little buyer's remorse, but however, it gets up and down the water and gets me there with no problems. I've never had any issues at all whatsoever with this boat. Well, let me take that back. One time I did have an issue, and I've learned the hard way to always keep your batteries charged if you have a charging bank. Always keep them charged and leave them on there and let them trickle charge. I was out there on the water one day on the lake, put the boat in the water, went to start it up. It didn't start. And I'm like, my goodness, what's wrong with it? So long story short, I didn't charge the batteries up long enough and it didn't have enough juice on there. So luckily the marina did have a battery charger or a battery jumper, which I should be bringing that joker on the water with me all the time. I was able to start my boat off with that jumper box and continue fishing. I went on and had a pretty good productive day. I think I caught like maybe 27 crappie, and the limit is 30 out here where I fish at. But yeah, overall, it was a good day. And when I got back to the house, I was like, well, let me do a battery check right quick. I looked at the battery and it was not enough water in there. I added the water, and now I just leave the batteries charged at all time. Although it's not charging right now, but I do leave them charged at all times. But hey, this is Mike with Sling 'em in a Boat Fishing. I just really want to go over my rig with you, and I look forward to bringing you guys some content, and hopefully you guys can like, share, subscribe, and help me grow the channel. Have a great day.